Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You are here in the home of the slightly above average ship review. We're on Trident today in a domination match in the Tier 4 US premium battleship, the Texas. If you haven't bought the Texas yet, there are two ways to buy it. One, you could always buy the Firepower Edition, buy only a new copy. But if you buy that, you'll get the Texas, you'll get the Arizona, you'll get the Kamikaze, one of the very best ships in the game. You also get the Iwaki FE, or the Iwaki, pardon me, another really, really good ship. I keep saying Iwaki FE because mine is an Iwaki FE. Also, another way to get the Texas, there should be a tab in the store. It's like $10. You get the Texas, you get some other stuff. If you buy that, some of the money goes to help preserve the USS Texas. It is the only World War I battleship left in the U.S. arsenal on the planet. So a really great thing to do to help support the Texas and help maintain a little bit of history. All right, we're here on Trident Domination Match here in the Texas, and we are going to get a Kraken today. So I don't know if I already showed the teams, but I believe we are top tier. This is a Dreadnought. It has pretty good AA, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be doing a ton of maneuvering successfully in this, so you've got to see your targets and hit them and not let destroyers get too close to you. Or any ship that can launch torpedoes, because torpedoes is going to be hard for you to dodge. All right, we got a Katovsky and a Congo out here. We shot at the Katovsky, but at this range, I'm not really expecting any miracles. As you can see, we're getting shot at from the Bravo cap. And so we're going to turn, bow towards the Bravo cap to try to cut down on that. I'm going to continue to try to engage this Katovsky for now until I get a better, closer target. Which, and it's been a while since I played this game, so I don't know if and when that happens. Katovsky's already on fire. It is a very dangerous ship, though. I'm sure you've all watched my video on the Katovsky. We get some good hits there and do a nice chunk of damage. And I think I'm going to try and get these rear turrets on target. Bad thing about the turret array of the ship, 5 turrets, you got to pretty much give a full broadside to get them all on target. Katovsky's still alive, not agile enough to turn back in time. So we're going to put these front turrets toward this Congo and see if those can do anything. And again, good not great salvo. We also are getting shot at from the smoke screen, which quite frankly I presume is a destroyer, but I really have no idea. I'm going to try to get the rear turret headed that way. And the middle turret, for some reason, the 4th turret has a really poor set of firing angles. So we're going to have to hold that one. Again, we'll shoot our fronts. Now we'll shoot that 4th turret at the Congo. And again, this isn't very impressive, you know. It is what it is. We're just doing the damage we can do. We are still taking damage from the middle of the map. And I guess I must be an attractive target because I'm in the Texas. Really horrible result there. Right now I'm really wondering if I got a Kraken in this battle because so far this has been pretty uninspiring. Some good shots out there. Again, a little more of the same. This Katovsky is going to come back out here. And to me, that's a ship I really want to take out. Really like the Katovsky, think it has the ability to dominate based on my own impression of the ship. So we will shoot at him and see if anything happens with those shells. And we get a couple of really good hits and do some damage. Looks like the Congo is trying to back up. So we'll shoot at the rear of the ship and then we will turn our guns. Hey, we killed the Congo. Hit to Citadel, kill number 1. All right, we'll shoot another salvo at the Katovsky and kill number 2. Those are both overpens. All right, now I feel better about this match. We must have gotten a Kraken here. All right, we got a Nevada out here. That is a tier 4 ship. Got a Kaiser. I think that is a tier 3 ship. So we will shoot at the Kaiser and Very unimpressive salvo that did not really do anything. So I think we're going to try to go forward and re-engage the Kaiser, because if there is a lower tier ship near you, you should try to take the lower tier ship out. In theory, it will be easier, and in theory, your game will go better because you removed the easy ships to kill right away. And then your teammates can spend that time shooting at the harder ships to kill, therefore making your job easier. All right, I thought that was a tremendous salvo. Although we got 4 pens, I don't know if he's damage saturated or what, but the result of that salvo should have been a dead ship, and it was not. Although I've heard these German battleships have good armor at low tiers, so maybe that's just what happened there. You know, we couldn't do the damage necessary. All right, another really good set of hits there. Thankfully, he dodges that torpedo. He did give us some damage, but we were about to get most of our guns off, and that is enough for kill number 3. All right, we're going to hit our heel, and we're going to move forward towards the Nevada. As you can see, our team is starting to beat up the other team. They have had 5 of their ships killed. We only have 3 of our ships killed. So at this point, I'm full out kill hunting mode, because I have the impression that we're going to win the match by killing all the enemy ships. So Nevada kind of sailing away. We'll just continue to shoot at them. As you can see, the AA batteries are going wild. I do not know if I guess there must be a carrier in this match. I can't see the icons. We'll presume that there is. And so don't be afraid of carrier planes in the Texas. Good AA, not great AA, but at this level it should be pretty good. So proceed with confidence. And we are just continuing to engage the Nevada. You can see you got to do some bowing and some sterning in order to get all these guns on target at one point or another. But I really like the idea of doing the front 2 guns, then maneuvering to get the rear 2 guns or the rear 3 guns on target, rather than just trying for full broadside salvos, because that, in my opinion, tends to be a little bit more dangerous in a ship with this type of gun arrangement. All right, get those last 3 turrets off as we crash on the island. And yes, 1 hit is all it took to take out the Nevada. Kill number 4. All right, we are now officially hunting for a Kraken. I just recently surpassed 50 Krakens, so I can say I accomplished something in my life. I would really like some intelligence data to tell me where the enemy ships are. Oh, there they are. Well, I guess I could have looked at the minimap. I mean, that makes too much sense, though. So right now, I'm dealing with this ponderous maneuverability of the Texas. Who's left? A Kaiser, an Iron Duke, and I think that was a Langley. So maybe we can get a Kraken Plus. That would be delightful. All right, I see the Kaiser, I see the Iron Duke. The Iron Duke is giving us a better angle, and I promptly shoot the mountain. I'm sure you expected that if you've watched any number of my videos. Kaiser hopefully ends up giving us full broadside, as you can see. Am I even going forward? I guess I'm trying to back up, hoping that he gives us more of a broadside, but also it really could be anything. I mean, there's no way to explain what I'm thinking at any given time. All right, I guess I was hoping for more of a broadside. We will get it. We will take it. And now we're going to try backing and getting our other turrets. You can see that 4th turret is not compliant with what we were trying to do. The Iron Duke's getting shot at by everybody. Somebody else damaged him a whole bunch. We were just trying to kill pinch at this stage, although we did do some damage to him earlier. And nope, not enough. And I think that's a Cavour on our team takes him out. All right, so now I'm getting a little nervous because I'm like, we got a Kaiser and we got the aircraft carrier, and this ship moves so slowly that there's no way I'm going to get to engage an aircraft carrier in this game. So I'm just going to keep backing up and hopefully get the ability to dump a couple of full salvos at the Kaiser, and hopefully that will be it. I'm looking with my binoculars, trying to get an overview of his heading in order to aim this quasi-blind shot over the island effectively. I don't think these shells can arc over that island and hit him unless he moves a little bit to our left. So I'm just going to keep backing up because that's all I really can do right now is back up. So let's talk about the Texas. Good but not great AA. I think it's kind of like a down tier Arizona, which makes sense in some ways. It's a tough ship. As you can see, I'm not necessarily in love with the turret arrangement. I think they're 5x2s. But at the end of the day, it's a tough ship. I mean, if I had to choose between this and the Oklahoma, I would probably choose this. That's just me, though. All right, hey, we're going to kill pinch the Kaiser. Yes, sir. Kraken unleashed. Kill number 5. There is no shame in my game. I'll take it all day long, folks. All right, so now we only have the aircraft carrier left, and I know that I'm not going to get there. So in the meantime, I will continue to shoot down carrier airplanes. As you can see, I think we just got our 13th plane shot down, Ruben. So you can imagine if the carrier has been targeting you since the beginning of the match, getting a clear sky medal in the Texas would not be a stretch to imagine. I mean, we've just been tooling around and we're only targeted, I want to say, a couple of times. And we already have 13 plane shot down. So if you ever become the focus of the carrier, I think it'll be very easy to get that number of kills. All right, airplane kills, that is. The carrier popped up briefly. I think he's right over there. As you can see, our main battery range can't get there, even if he was totally visible. So I'm imagining that this cruiser is going to be the first person to spot him, and therefore the first person to kill him. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my Vittorio Veneto video on Monday. On Friday, I will be bringing you another Kraken fail, this time in the Tier 6 American battleship, the Florida. So think of this as a battleship week. We had a battleship on Monday, Battleship Kraken today. We'll have a Battleship Kraken fail on Friday. And then the week after that, we will start back reviewing the Mahan and the Benson and ending with the Fletcher, and that should coincide with the last week of the campaign. And I already brought you a review of the campaign ships, so we won't have that to worry about. So I will try to work in some more American ships for the duration of this week. I got a Kraken fail on the Benson as well. We'll see what other videos I can come up with. I'm well aware I have not done a review of the Florida yet, and I haven't done a review of the Benson yet, so I'll try to do that as well. Also, possibly a comparison video comparing the Sims and the F-bomb. Hope you guys enjoyed my F-bomb video, Kraken fail. But it's time to really compare those two. I think they have a lot in common in some ways, so we'll look at those two ships in a comparison video probably before the end of this campaign. All right, so here, there's really nothing else I can do. Can't see the enemy ship, but I can sure as heck go into Bravo and get a meaningless base cap. I think there's plenty of time left, although in full disclosure, I have no idea how much time is left in the map because the numbers are too small. So we're just continue doing on what we do. I think you can see when you're top tier in the Texas, definitely have the potential to dominate, even if those other ships weren't worn down. I wouldn't have been worried at all about my ability to kill the Kaiser or an Iron Duke in this ship. It is very tough. It has nice punchy guns. It has good AA. So you definitely want a carrier in a match with the Texas. Don't be afraid of that, because your AA is good enough to handle that. Is it California-esque AA? No. Is it good enough AA for a Tier 4 ship? Absolutely. And you know, you got to give props. The old gal's still out there. So I like that, and that's why I'm always up for a match in the Texas. There we go, a solo base cap. That is our second solo base cap in the Texas. So it's not just a dreadnought, folks. You're not out there just blowing up the enemy ships. You're also getting 2 solo base caps. I mean, who would have ever thought in a Kraken game I could also work in 2 solo base caps in the Texas? But I did. That's what you're going to get here at the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. You're going to get a review of the ship, and you're going to get maybe some strange stuff like that. All right? So we're going to just continue tooling on towards Alpha. I have no belief that we are going to be able to shoot the carrier. The match is getting close to the end. As you can see, the time is ticking down here. And we're just going to continue sailing this way because I do not have any belief that it will ever be visible for me to shoot at. And if I do shoot at the carrier, my shells will not reach it before either it is killed or the match ends. So either way, again, if you haven't bought the Texas yet, in the store tab, I think in the doubloons tab, there's a special thing to buy the Texas for $10. Highly recommend doing that. Also available as part of the Firepower Edition. Again, I highly recommend doing that. If you buy the Firepower Edition and then buy Texas in the store tab, you'll just get silver, I think. Maybe you'll get gold. I think it gets silver. It's been so long since I did it, I don't remember. All right, here's some campaign milestones for a campaign I barely remember. Kraken Unleashed medal, 88,781 total damage. We shot down 13 airplanes, and we had 5 kills and 2 solo base caps. 317,364 silver, and 7118 ship XP and commander XP. A fine total, if I do say so myself, in the Texas. All right, team result. There we are at the top of the board. 26-36 base XP, 5 big kills. Iron Duke, good game. Omaha, good game. But we are the best ship on either team, evidenced by our position at the top of the scoreboard. All right, now let's go into the port and take a look at the ship. Upgrades, just one. AA Gun Mod 2. Because we don't have aiming systems, don't have enough secondaries, don't care about the turret traverse, so I went with the AA mod on the ship. Consumables, 3 charges of the repair party, 3 charges of the secondary targeting consumable. There isn't another option here, so there's nothing else to choose. We're using the Epic Battle Booster to increase our main battery range, as well as the other things that it does. The Type 9 permanent camo, and the Armistice Day flag, as this was a World War I ship. All right, survivability, 50,620 hit points, and a 31% torpedo damage reduction with our build. Got those 5x2, 356mm guns. Boy, it looks like 16.8 kilometer firing range. I can barely see this. A very lengthy reload, over 30 seconds, and even longer turret traverse, but it's a range build. You should be shooting at range. 5,000 HE shell damage, 30% fire chance. AP shells do over 10,000 damage. Secondaries, you just have 6 secondary guns. They reload every 7 seconds. Just a 4 kilometer range. 1,800 HE shell damage, 6% fire chance. Definitely would not spec into secondaries at all. AA defense, 63. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking when I was talking about AA in the game. But that is a really strong number, especially for a Tier 4 ship. Very slow, 21.1 knots, 600 meter turning circle, 14.7 rudder shift time. And concealment, actually not too shabby, 13 kilometers on the surface, 10.9 from the air, 11.8 when firing in smoke. Taking a look at the armor viewer, you know, take it all off. You do have an at just a little bit above the waterline, Citadel. You have that big spot in the middle, which I would tell you is prone to plunging fire right there. But you do have a heavily armored plate on the front and rear of the Citadel, so there is that. However, you still can get Citadel. Put this bow back on, 19mm bow. Your side plating covers most of the ship in a pretty robust torpedo belt, which is very nice. And your turrets and barbettes are heavily armored. The faces are sloped, heavily armored comparatively speaking. So that is also a very good thing. And you put on this other armor and it just is what it is because they did armor weird back then. All right, that's the armor of the Texas. All right, now let's look at our commander. Level 16, legendary level 3, William Sims. Base trait gives you more hit points, although you're not benefiting very much from that here. That was a look at the build. If you want to see what else I was using, you pause and go back. Sorry, I didn't realize this video was ending so soon. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. For the very least, hit the thumbs up. I got a Kraken. See you on the next video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.